All right. So this morning we're going to be connecting four big stories that the media wants treated separate. The Charlie Kirk case is facing another delay despite what prosecutors say is overwhelming evidence. Britain is preparing for Andy Burnham and a political firestorm that may begin before he even settles into office. And how long he'll be the prime minister, we don't know. They don't have a really their expiration date's very short. And then Candace Owens has gone quiet. I guess she's on vacation, maybe Russia or Iran. I'm not really sure what would be the most fun for her right now. But she's gone quiet as months of claims begin colliding with the record. And the press is attacking President Trump for trying to find out who leaked sensitive information about the security of the new Air Force One. We've got courtroom delays, political instability, influencer grifts, and national security leaks. Different headlines, same deep problem. Powerful people and institutions demanding accountability from everyone else except themselves. Today we're breaking down what the evidence shows, what the media is leaving out, and what happens next. And that brings us directly to the Charlie Kirk case, because this is where 10 months of online speculation and maybe the use of the word allegedly about 27 billion times finally collides with evidence presented in the courtroom. There's a lot of people that are going to say, why didn't they show the video that the people in the courtroom got to see? Well, the people in the courtroom are not potential jurors. This is where they go to a courtroom, they present evidence, either unfounding or legitimate evidence, and the judge and the other people there try to come to a conclusion. Is there enough evidence to take it to trial? Is there enough evidence for a firing squad, which is what I hope for Tyler Robinson? Before we get too far into this, hit the like and subscribe button. Sorry to be a little late. I was out. My dogs were chasing some squirrels, and I was worried it was a skunk. But for months, people like Candace Owens have built enormous audiences and potentially made millions by telling viewers that the official story could not be trusted, that explosive revelations were coming, and that a trial would finally explosive evidence, expose everything. Well, one of the guys that I've not always been a big fan of him because he has flipped and flopped so many times on the president. But I'll say this, his post on X, the Charlie Kirk trial is doomsday for retards. And that's Benny Johnson. And I believe what he says here is really evident. But I want you to remember, they can't show this video to the public because it would taint any and all potential jurors, okay? So listen to this. This is really good. I really got to tip my hat to Benny on this.
Leaving the courthouse right now in Provo, Utah, where we've all been watching the Charlie Kirk murder trial this week. And I have one question for those who still doubt that Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk. And that question is this: what would it take to convince you that Tyler Robinson...
Those are Egyptian aircraft flying over right there, in case you weren't aware.
...killed Charlie Kirk? This week, we saw the medical examiner say that Charlie Kirk was killed by a .30-06 bullet to the neck. Then they revealed DNA evidence on the murder weapon. Then Tyler Robinson's roommate testified that Tyler Robinson confessed to the murder, not just to him, but to his parents multiple times. Then he expressed regret to murdering Charlie Kirk. Tyler Robinson then turned himself in to law enforcement, where he further confirmed that he was the murderer of Charlie Kirk. That was why he turned himself in. Tyler Robinson is caught on the UVU campus multiple times stalking Charlie Kirk that day. He didn't attend UVU. This is not a place where he went to school. There's no reason for him to be there. And then he's seen on the rooftop running with a black bag laying in a...
I like how he lays out everything. And I like the fact that Benny I believe was close friends with Charlie Kirk. So this is relevant. He's there. And it's really interesting that someone that was one of his best friends, maybe jilted lover, decides to go on a week-long vacation during the trial or during this lead up, this discovery sort of phase of the trial. I think that is very, very strange. And leave a comment in the chat if you think it's strange, because I would think someone that for the last 10 months, you have been part of this conversation. You have been driving it for 10 months. You have been attacking the family. You have been attacking the mom, the wife, the dad, the friends. Why wouldn't you be there? You know who I'm talking about. Why wouldn't she be there?
Prone position at 12:22 p.m. and taking the shot at 12:23 p.m. That footage exists, and then running from the crime scene. All of that is here. All of it's available. It's the most bombshell, demonstrable, overwhelming evidence I've ever seen in any case at any time. And I'm wondering, like, what's the alternative here? Like, what is your counter argument to all of this evidence? If you have one, now's the time that you should be making it. Vibes, dreams. This is not evidence. Feelings, something's off.
The vibes and dreams, that had me cracking up, right?
That's not evidence. What is the evidence here exactly? Can you explain yourselves? Can you punch a hole in the prosecution? Can you explain why the defense has effectively been trying desperately to keep all of this evidence from coming forward to the American people because they know how devastating it is?
Now, there have been multiple channels that have platformed Candace. One of them, most recently, was Sean Ryan, had Candace Owens on his channel. And I don't know if it was to get her on the record or he just wanted to get in on the... I don't know. I don't understand some of the motives behind former drug dealers. It's up to them to decide what they want to do. But there's a lot of people that I believe have lost some brain cells, maybe some legitimacy by all of this. Let me show you one here. And we had Paramount Tactical. We had Gary Melton here on the show. It was very interesting to hear from this guy. He's a Green Beret sniper, or was a Green Beret sniper. I believe he was in Fallujah and Ramadi and all these other epic battles. I believe. I don't really remember. Working in the veteran community, as soon as I get off of work, I don't really get into that stuff. But the hearing that she claimed to want is now happening. So where is she? Why would Candace Owens choose this moment to just take a vacation? When witnesses are testifying, she should be in the room looking across the table or looking across the aisle to Erica Kirk and Charlie's mom and dad. That's what I think. The evidence is being examined. Forensic evidence is being discussed. And her most serious claims are being called out and tested against the record. I ask you, the audience, I'll assume you're the jury, does she already know that the evidence may not support the narrative that she sold? And I say sold because she put a lot of her videos and interviews behind paywalls. Does she know that the evidence may not support the narrative she sold her audience? Is she worried about the backlash from people who trusted her? Or is this simply another conveniently timed trip? Last time it was Russia. This time I believe she's probably in Iran. Those questions are not conclusions. But after 10 months of accusations, the timing deserves to be scrutinized. Because when you build a profitable media empire, when you do 10 videos about Erica Kirk as Frankenstein, you don't get to just disappear when the answers finally arrive. Now, apparently this trial, this new judge, he's a rookie judge, is delaying the next steps until September the 1st. So someone is going to get the opportunity to make 2 months of more conspiracy videos. And I want to put the personalities aside, examine what prosecutors actually presented, look at why the judge delayed the case, and determine whether the evidence that we're hearing about supports the story that Americans have been sold. That's where I'm at right now. I want to show you somebody else that I find odd because I don't think he cares. But it's weird now for him to present himself as caring.
I will say a couple of things. I don't understand the official story at all.
Of his assassination?
I don't understand it, and I want to make sure that there is a truly rigorous and honest federal investigation of it, and I'm definitely concerned about that. A, B, I think that I don't know many of the details, but I know that recently Candace said that Egyptian registered aircraft were following Erica Kirk, Charlie's widow, around for a number of years in different places in the world. That's one of the weirdest things I've ever heard. And
it's one of the weirdest things I've ever heard. Have any of you ever been followed by Egyptian aircraft? I got 2 things that follow me around. My dog Fred, because he always thinks I've got bacon in my pocket. And my dog Daisy, because Fred's following me and she just follows him. This is insane. This is crazy right now. I love it. Oh, here we go. We got somebody calling out my dress code. Get some sleeves on. It's Arkansas. It's hot. You don't feed me, fund me, or you know what, so I'll wear what I want. Thank you very much. God bless you. And you're probably just scared that your wife will look at my tattoos, but appreciate it.
just want to say that is factually true. That's true. So that's like the one data point that I happen to know is true. What does that mean? I have literally no idea. I can't even guess, but that's very, very strange.
And what is Egyptian? It could mean aircrafts from Egypt. Who knows?
I think that they were ready.
How many brain cells were in this room? You've got a comedian, and I don't know what you call Tucker Carlson anymore. He used to sponsor my channel. I used to represent his ALP, his nicotine pouches, because I liked them. Not anymore.
Registered in Egypt.
Got it.
And but that.
There you go. I think it's strange. I think it's really odd that some of these people now want you to think that they care. And they really don't care. They just don't. They'll say anything for cash. Anything for cash. Now, I think it's amazing that mainstream media got a little dose of this last night. And I have to tip my hat to Benny again. He went on Fox and blasted these people. Listen to this. This was prime time.
We come back into September, Benny.
Yes, absolutely, Kevin. This has been an overwhelming and demonstrable evidentiary bombshell for the prosecution. We've never seen anything like it. I have never seen more of a devastating case. My question to anybody doubting at this point if Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk is, what more do you need? The medical examiner...
Let me ask the chat that exact question. What more do you need to have to believe it? What would get you to do this? What would get you to believe that Tyler Robinson did it? I'm under the assumption that he did. Okay? Now I know it's guilty till proven innocent, blah blah blah. I'm not a jury. This is my opinion. I'm gonna put a comment in the chat. That was not a demon in his bed. It was the dog saying not tonight. Ooh, that's bad. Yeah, I guess Tucker had some, he called, said he had a demon. Let's do this. Do you believe Tyler Robinson is guilty? I want to see the answer for this poll because that'll help me temper my my opinion here. Or not my opinion, my delivery. I don't want to offend anyone. You know, I'm suicidally empathetic.
Said that Charlie Kirk, my friend, was killed with a .30-06 soft hollow point bullet to the neck. That is what killed Charlie. Not an exploding microphone, not an Egyptian plane, not an Israeli assassin team. What else do you need? Well, you have the evidence of DNA of Tyler Robinson on the murder weapon. Now we have Tyler Robinson confessing multiple times in the court in his own messages, in notes that were left from his family, notes that were sent to Lance Twiggs, that he committed the murder. Then Lance Twiggs confessed inside of the court that this is something that Tyler Robinson had remorse over when he asked him, did you do it? Lance Twiggs then said all of the messages from Tyler Robinson were authentic and that he sent them. His parents turned him in, and he confessed again to law enforcement. Today, we saw high-definition footage of Tyler Robinson stalking Charlie Kirk around the campus, a campus he didn't attend, following him in 4 separate visits, scaling the rooftop, and then getting into a sniper-prone position at 12:22 p.m. Then he took the shot at 12:23 p.m. And the courtroom.
He goes on into all of the, you know, the minute details. And you know, I'm glad that he does. I'm glad that he goes into the minute details. My point was he did it on prime time. What does that do to the jury pool? I don't know how many people in Utah watch Fox News. I don't know if that's allowed in their religion. I have no idea. Let's see here. What does this say? Candace told Sean Palmisano Lance Twiggs was never interviewed by the police. I believe he was interviewed. They had him on video, right? Okay. I thought that was it. Space Ace. I love it looks like you're LARPing as the Joker. I also know Trump favors, learn to spell. The ones on Terp learn to spell. Side also doing crimes. Less internet, more English class. Good luck. Okay. If you're gonna try to be a troll, use spell check. You just look dumb if you don't. But it's okay. We deal with dumb people here all the time. But I think it is very interesting that now that the trial is going on, or it did for a week, you know who takes off. And that to me says a lot. By not saying anything, it says a lot. I want to take you back a little trip down memory lane. This is Data Republican. If you do not follow Data Republican on X, you are missing out. This lady puts in the work. Her content, her research is phenomenal. And I know this is going to offend a lot of people because I read the comments that she received by just showing receipts from the receipt maker.
Is that Tyler Robinson, who did not attend UVU, had never been on UVU campus, packed up his car that day, jumped onto a rooftop, figured out how to jump around like Spider-Man, and just knew exactly where Charlie Kirk would be seated.
You only had to walk up the stairs and step over the railing. No Spider-Man needed.
Despite having never been there.
I don't
Do you think
Tyler Robinson was there.
You don't think he was there?
No. I think he's a total patsy. I think they get lookalikes and they got everybody wearing the same outfit. I think he played a role, and I believe that what he did was he picked up clothes and he dumped them behind the Dairy Queen. I think he had a role, but I do not believe that Tyler Robinson is the person who was walking in that staircase. I do not believe the person walking in the staircase was, and I feel confident stating that Tyler Robinson did not murder. His roommate is a federal asset, Lance Twiggs. The person.
Why do you think that?
Because the police didn't even question him. Which is, if you run the theory that he was killed.
There's video of him being questioned.
With a PE, patent shape charge, then they all suddenly start to make sense. Why they wouldn't bring the bomb dogs over to where Charlie died was that he was shot from below. Because I watched his shirt go out, and it was...
The microphone. Yeah. The microphone.
I watched the friction of his body, and I saw that his necklace broke before he was hit. I thought, honest to God perspective, I believe she is a tried and true psychopath. Truly. And I'm not saying that to be theatrical. I'm
9% said not guilty. Hold on. 400 votes. 9% do not believe Tyler Robinson is guilty. Okay. Here's my question for the 300 people. Or let me just put this poll out there. Or let me just ask you point blank. If Tyler Robinson didn't do it, who did? Who did? Put the comments in the chat. I want to see the best answers for who did it. Who did it if Tyler Robinson didn't?
Not trying to be hyperbolic. I mean, like clinical psychopath.
Some ritualistic thing, or
Yeah, so for 2 witnesses, the people who orchestrated his assassination, it was ritualistic.
I mean, when you told me at dinner that he was assassinated in the middle of a pentagram, I was like, holy shit.
When someone sent me an
There's no pentagram. We'll go there.
old Freemason Bible, and it showed how they believe that you have to be in a pentagram to sacrifice
What?
someone. Literally shows you, like there's the map inside of the Freemason Bible. And I looked at it and I said, Charlie was sitting in a pentagram.
Do you think he was killed because he was going against Israel? towards the end?
1000%.
What?
Why?
Oh my gosh. Now, I just don't understand. So where's the pentagram here? This is the map, or where's the pentagram? Let me do this. Where is the pentagram? I don't see that. And I'm not wearing my glasses, but I do have contact lenses in. Where's the pentagram here? Because I'm clueless on this one. Maybe I'm not a high level whatever. Does anyone see a pentagram? Where? Like, what in the... There we go. Case solved. Dustin Michael. There we go. Bobby, somebody point out the pentagram. I see home plate. I thought a baseball diamond. Yeah, exactly. I don't see it. Oh my God, what flew over the cuckoo's nest? Yeah. I can't see it. Once in the cult, you get special vision. Oh, crap. It's like drink your Ovaltine and turn in the certificates. You get the decoder ring. Okay, gotcha. All right, gotcha. I appreciate that. I still want to see anyone in the chat that has an answer for who did it. Says Benny catches a lot of flack, but I like him. Benny lost his job at BuzzFeed for 47 counts of plagiarism. That's a fact. He's doing a good job. There you go. Kim Harris, why are you giving her any... Kim, I said before, if you're going to be critical, learn to spell. Recognition. I don't know what recognition is. Thank you very much. God bless you. We have men in nice white suits. Yeah, the I Love Me jackets. Just Stuff says Batman did it. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Batman. Maybe the Joker, Swamp Thing, someone along those lines did it. That's what I do. I'm at the point of the Joker. Can we get an APB? Can we get an alibi for the Joker? Right? It is what it is. It is what it is. The Invisible Man. Yeah. You know, I had a comment yesterday when we were doing the live stream. I'm always very happy to take phone calls. I love taking phone calls because it's so unscripted. And a lot of these channels are scripted. Everything is scripted down to the minute. And if somebody makes a phone call or throws something awkward at them, they lose it. They completely lose it. There is no, it throws off their entire game. And I'm not saying I'm better than anyone. I'm not. But I do like the idea that, well, I'll just let you know, nothing is scripted here on my channel. Nothing. There's no scripts. There's no, what do you call it? I don't know what the hell you call it. Ben, she has been smoking some good dope. Okay. The Joker, as in Candace, Zion War. You caught on very quickly. All right, let's go next here. Let's go to something a little more, let's go here. So President Trump is now going to get attacked by the news media. Like that hasn't already happened, right? Trump's been attacked by the news media since he came down the escalator. But now they're going to say that he is going after free speech because the New York Times journalists have been subpoenaed. I almost said suspended. They should be fired as Trump escalates pressure on the media. We know about the whole situation whenever he was in Ankara, Turkey. And while he was there, they flew both Air Force One jets there. And now we know why they did. Pentagram can be drawn within a pentagon. Okay, whatever you say. Whatever. I guess I'm not a 97th level Mason. I didn't figure that one. But now the news media is going to say Trump is attacking free speech. This is the new move. They ran out of it with Graham Plattner. That grift's over. They got to replace him, right? New York Times, Justice Department seeking to compel testimony from reporters who wrote about the new Air Force One. The Times called it a move, a brazen act, right? The attack on free speech. Because information was, and CNN, they're all in lockstep. Trump administration subpoenas Times journalists who reported security concerns about Air Force One. I believe whenever you get on Air Force One, you get on with the president, the most targeted man in the world, multiple attempts, that his security is a little more relevant. And what they're really upset about is when they were on the plane, the reporters were not allowed to have Wi-Fi. They weren't allowed to have Wi-Fi so that they could leak what was going on. And that's huge to me. Trump administration subpoenas New York Times journalists over a report on Air Force One. Security concerns. So that is the new thing that they're going to be going after. They're going to go, some Arkansas headline, the Razorbacks coach is horrible, who probably won't win 4 games this year. But that's the new move here, right? That's what they want to, they always have to have something. And here, let me play you this clip here. It's really good. They go into it. And they've got a leaker, and we know we've had leakers for a while.
Reporters asked him why he flew out of Turkey on the old Air Force One. The president in this Truth Social post says the new Air Force One was being showcased to service members at the Royal Air Force Mildenhall in the United Kingdom. Still, the move raised questions about the security of his Qatari-donated Boeing 747 and whether it has the full suite of defensive upgrades of the older aircraft, like an advanced missile defense system. The New York Times reports the president was advised by the Secret Service to make the switch as a precautionary measure and not because of a specific threat. The president brushing off concerns about the new plane and his life as he was pressed by reporters as to why they had to close their blinds on their flight from Turkey to the UK on the old plane.
Do you know why they had us close our window blinds? That was unusual. Well, yeah, because you're probably on a dangerous flight because of the sleaze bags that we have to deal with.
White House spokesperson Stephen Chung tells Fox News the new Air Force One is a state-of-the-art aircraft that has been fitted with high-level security protocols that ensure the safety of the president and his staff. As the president has said recently, there are many enemies of America who have their sights on him, and we use every...
I think Trump travels with many enemies of America. It's called the press pool. I think most of the people working in the news media are members of the enemy class. I really believe that. There's CNN, MS Now, DNC. I call it PMS now. That's what it is. It's turned into basically the redheaded press secretary's channel.
Every tool at our disposal, including distraction and misdirection, to address those threats. The president ultimately came back to Washington, D.C. on the new jet. Sandra, back to you.
So the news media is upset because of security protocols. Someone leaked information. I believe they'll find out. They will find out who did it. I guarantee you. Dude, leave the sleeves alone. Some of us like, when I get up from here, I'm going to go mow my yard and I've got to fix some fence. So that's what I've got to do. I'm literally going to go fix some barbed wire. I got a couple of trees that fell over on some barbed wire and I don't want stuff getting out. The Joker is Candace. Thank you very much. You're so right. And I don't know what 337.00 means. Davidson, fill me in there. I think that's relevant, but I can't connect those dots, but really appreciate the super chat. For those that don't know, memberships on the channel, that goes a long way to me helping some vets that I help with service dogs. I send Bibles to members, and I also buy guitars and provide those to veterans that maybe have some problems. Somebody said flush white oak. Let's see. I got this new software that lets me see what people say. Ben is a Netanyahu apologist. Thank you, White Oak 09. Well, it sounds like you might be an Osama bin Laden apologist. So I'll put that back on you. Let's see here. Oh, it looks very much like White Oak is all into some wow. Okay. But I guess me and Netanyahu share the same name. I don't know if I'm an apologist. I've criticized Benjamin Netanyahu's political decisions. I don't trust any leader of any foreign government. I don't think I'm an apologist. I've never said, hey, you guys love that. But White Oak, I just paid my water bill, so let's see if the toilet's working today. Boom, goodbye. But feel free to call in. You can still stick around and call in anytime, White Oak. I really appreciate that. I love the trolls. They make me happy. And see, a lot of the channels, they won't engage with trolls, right? They just won't engage. Wendy says 3 toilets. That's an upper decker. You're absolutely right. And sometimes you've got to get rid of the upper deckers. Let's see here. I don't really want to talk about Megyn Kelly. I don't want to talk about that. I'm done talking about that. I did put my video back up on X. A lot of people were asking me to put the highlight reel back up on X, the outro video. I did that. You can follow me on X at Navy Vet Submarine up there. There you go. Flush Nexus Moon. Nexus Moon's back. All right, let's see here. Nexus Moon. If you make comments in the chat, I am going to ridicule you. Trump for prison. Nexus Moon. Should he be in the cell with Hillary or with Obama? Let's go here. Nexus Moon. Banned. Let's do one more time. We'll super flush this one. I think he's got a large wrinkle neck. There we go. Gone. Gone as a girl can get. Let's see here. Oh, this was the one that I failed to show you. I forgot to show you this. This was Candace begging to testify for Tyler.
I'm actually surprised Tyler Robinson's lawyer hasn't reached out to me. What's going on here? And by the way, still nobody, not even on Tyler Robinson's defense team, you would think I would be like number one they'd reach out to. They'd be like, her inbox, the tips. I've got the names, the people who said this person lied. Here's where it was. No, they're not interested. Wake up, Tyler Robinson's defense team. I know it's a lot going on. If you're Tyler Robinson's defense, you may want to get that text message. Has anybody, we should be subpoenaing those text messages. So I asked him, did Tyler Robinson's defense lawyer reach out to you? No. You are telling me that he hasn't been like automatically subpoenaed into the court case? Why wouldn't I testify for the defense?
Why wouldn't I testify for the guy that murdered my friend? Okay, there you go. Sorry. I'd forgot to show that one. I really did. I really wanted to show that. Candace Owens to be confirmed to be a Jewish plot. Candace Owens confirmed to be a Jewish plot to make anti-Semites look retarded. I'm going to say successful on the move there. There was some other stuff that I wanted to show you. Let's keep moving. We'll shuck and jive. We'll flush the trolls as we can. Just point them out. I like flushing them. A lot of you like the flush sound. It reminds you of where you were conceived, which Nexus Moon was probably in a truck stop toilet outside of Amarillo on Interstate 40 with a lot lizard is typically the IQ that the trolls have. We've got this coming in. I know a lot of people are getting Iran fatigue. Trump declares the ceasefire over amid ship attacks. Talks are over. He says here, Islamic Republic of Iran has asked us to continue talks. We'll talk, but the ceasefire's over. Warheads, foreheads. That's what I'm okay with right now. And let's keep moving here. The new Prime Minister of Britain, Andy Burnham, is probably the most leftist that England has ever done. But it makes sense because they are Amarillo, my hometown. Do not be a lot lizard in Amarillo, Janie. Just joking. Candace Owens, she's lost it. Eric said it. He speaks for everyone in Philadelphia. But this Andy Burnham, this new prime minister, he is more leftist than Keir Starmer. We are probably going to have to sever all ties with England. 322 members of parliament, that's what MP stands for, not military police for them, are voting in this guy. And he is a pro-Palestine apologist. Okay, he is 100% pro-Palestine. And for me personally, and you can call me a Zionist if you want, I don't care. Sticks and stones, you know that shit. In the Middle East, it's a binary choice. It's the guy that married a 9-year-old girl. It's that. It's the binary choice. It's the people coming here and building mosques in every town. Has any of you, or have any of you noticed? I don't want to. I start watching Candace videos, I feel dumber. Have any of you noticed synagogues cropping up in your cities? Have you? Have you seen more people running around with the little hats? I haven't. But what you do notice is people running around with these keffes on with pro-Palestine flags, destroying cities, taking over major cities. You notice all the mosques coming in. So right now, to me, it's a binary choice. In the Middle East, it definitely is a binary choice. And until that changes, and the number one name in Europe for babies is Mohammed, or it goes back to something like Greg, I can't get into this. I think England has lost the plot. As somebody that lived there, England is crazy. I think the guy is off of his freaking rocker. But it seems like maybe that's what England deserves. Maybe that is what they deserve. Here, let me show you this. This is a good one. This lady is endorsing this guy. Listen to what she says. I'll probably get arrested by the British police just for playing this. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Join the channel as a member. You get access to this little like Discord chat.
About the challenges that we face with the rise in hate crime amongst Islamophobia.
Muslim Heritage Month is a great opportunity to recognise the immense contributions Muslims have made and continue to make to British society.
Do we have Muslim Heritage Month here in the United States? I'm going to say let's make Muslim Recognition Day as September the 11th. We've got the 25th anniversary of Muslim Heritage Day coming up, September the 11th. We just had a Muslim Heritage Day, June the 30th. It was the day that Khobar Towers was attacked. That's me. Okay? 3 of the oldest churches in New York City believe it so mosques can be built. Oh, they destroyed them. Wow, good for them, right? We got to give them more, we have to be empathetic, more empathetic. They deserve more, right? I can't deal with these people. We're not going to talk about that. That's boring. Let's go here. I don't even know if we should do this. I don't know. I don't know if I should even talk about this because there's a lot of controversy, but it's interesting. It's real. I don't know how many of you believe in aliens. I went and saw the new movie.
Hi, Charlie. 19 new videos, 4 audio files, plus pictures and more than a dozen documents. That's what is in this latest release of information from the Department of War. It includes this military infrared video right here, capturing an unidentified star-shaped object flying over the Yellow Sea, according to the department. The 18-second clip was taken just last year and submitted by the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command. Another object was reportedly spotted closer to home, just over the Atlantic Ocean, back in 2020. The Pentagon describes this one as seemingly, quote, traveling with the wind, but says it did not maneuver or change direction. The department is saying it was about 15 feet in height and resembled a deformed balloon. Now, we're also getting a look at objects found decades ago. An initial report from an Air Force project in 1948 detailing 100 UFO sightings the year before. The military got a hold of what they believed was a boomerang-shaped UFO, but there is not much more information about it. Plus, take a look at this photo coming up right here. In 1996, astronauts aboard the Space Shuttle Columbia snapped a picture of an unidentified object in low Earth orbit. This is the 4th dump of information from the Trump administration within roughly the past 2 months, and the chair of a scientific advisory council advising the UAP governance board says this is all about keeping the public informed.
So it's all about transparency and also figuring things out. The hope is that either data within the US government or new data that we will collect in the near future might indicate that we have neighbors.
All of this newly declassified information is available on the Department of War's website, and we do expect a 5th batch will be released, so we will let you know when that is. And
how many of you believe in aliens? Right now, this one looks cool. I mean, this looks like something, it looks like a hang glider. But my question is, where is this stuff? What warehouse is this in? So many UFOs, but not one alien. What? Come on, man. I went and saw the new Steven Spielberg movie. I thought it was pretty entertaining. It really was. It wasn't a bad film. They were like, oh, it's anti-Christian. I thought it was pretty good. Oh, here we go. Steven wants his binky. Aliens are the disembodied spirits of the Nephilim and fallen angels. Okay. All right, there we go. I don't know. Let's go here. Let's see what else we got. I love anyone that has good comments. I always try to have them. Stephen Patrick, what's up, Benny boy? Hey, what's up, Stephen Patrick? Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Thank you for thinking of me. A lot of you think of me even when we're not live. Extraterrestrial is better definition. I suggest reading Dr. Michael Heiser books. Sorry, no thanks. No, I don't know if this affects my life. I don't know if this affects my life. I don't know what that is. Could be something headed back to Earth. The Earth is looking round for all the flat earthers. Looks round right there. I see a curve. So that disproves a lot of things there. I don't know. I really do not know what to believe when it comes to aliens. Until I see an alien other than an illegal alien, because that's the biggest problem I have. I have more problems with illegal aliens than I do little green people. I probably would take little green people over the 30 million, 50 million that we have. Right? Somebody says it's a distraction. Everything's a distraction. The distraction is a distraction, right? That's where we're at right now. Let's go here. I think this, I don't know if this guy is going to be the next presidential candidate or maybe a VP pick.
Just as the U.S. faces Antifa and other radical groups, countries in Europe and beyond are seeing the same rise in far-left terror. The State Department calling it part of their focus on new and emerging threats. Former State Department anti-terrorism senior advisor Morgan Wright joins us now. Morgan, who are these groups and why? When? Since?
Before we go, Marco Rubio just declared all of these people terrorist groups. Antifa. I never even heard of Turtle Island Liberation Front. Direct Action Minnesota. Never heard of them. Far left groups abroad. Antifa OST. Armed Proletarian Justice. It sounds like a comic book team. Like the Justice League of Morons.
Anti-terrorism senior advisor Morgan Wright joins us now. Morgan, who are these groups and why? Since when have they gone global?
You know, Brian, you've hit upon this is the key question, because I just pulled up the current definition of what terrorism is, because the State Department defines that and defines what foreign terrorist organizations are. And it says a premeditated, politically motivated violence perpetrated against non-combatant targets by subnational groups or clandestine agents. The key here is if it's wholly domestic, it's very difficult to get a designation as a foreign terrorist organization. So you think Trendeiragua, the cartels, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, those are layups, right? But with Antifa, they've got to be able to tie what's happening in the U.S. to what's happening in Europe, what's happening in Greece, what's happening in Germany, things like that. They're looking for that coordination. So if they can do that, then the ability to designate them not only as a foreign terrorist organization, but get other nations involved in intelligence sharing, information sharing, and potentially.
By Rubio and Trump declaring all of these groups as terrorist organizations, this is huge. This is monumental, because then it allows the Department of Justice to start tracking money. And when you track the money, it goes to the source. Then we get to know who is paying for all the signs and the piles of bricks. That's what happens. 36% of people believe in UFOs. Brian's an alien. Great. There you go. I think this is monumental by the Trump organization.
Even things like, you send raids in, special operations to go disrupt these groups and disrupt their plans. That's what we're looking for, plans and intentions. What are they doing? When are they going to do it? What's the coordination between these groups?
So I also see that Josh Shapiro, again, was the target of anti-Semitic threats. Remember, they burned down the governor's mansion. So that continues. He continues to be a target. What do you expect to happen when Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State and National Security Advisor, get together with these 60 countries? Do you think they can get something done?
If anybody can do it, it's probably Secretary Rubio. I mean, he has definitely shown in this role and the ability to articulate American policy, but it's not just American policy. We see the effects of this. Like you talked about what's happening to Governor Shapiro. You know, these increase in attacks, religiously based attacks. Jews are 2% of the U.S. population, but according to FBI statistics, they are 70% of all religiously motivated hate crimes.
2% of the population, 70% of the hate crimes. It's like the 13% of the population, and you know what color they are, commit 70% of the crime. we're not allowed to talk about that. Let's move along.
And we're seeing this play out. We're seeing the narrative. We're seeing the language match. The rise in that is matching the increase in these attacks. So it's not just a U.S. problem, Brian. This is a problem anywhere you look around the world where this type of ideology is being perpetrated and being allowed to flourish. So I think the purpose of bringing them in, I think it's going to be a tough sell. I'm not, this is not a layup like in designating these other things. It's going to have to get some other countries who may be a little bit reluctant.
I don't know if you get any of these other countries to go along because Britain has basically lost the plot. All of these other countries that are members of NATO that we thought were our allies are not our allies. They don't like us. They hate us. They hate our president. They hate everything about us. It's crazy. It's really nuts. Trump has a superpower. His one superpower is proving that or exposing who hates America.
Are you committing fraud? Does this daycare pay you to come here? Yogi. She just said yes. Here, 3 durable medical equipment companies were launched, and so we're wondering, like, where's the equipment at? Our tax dollars are paying for old people to do Tai Chi here inside of New York.
So you might wonder, is that the best use of dollars, or are we better off paying for life-saving treatments in hospitals?
One of the largest fraud schemes in America is taking place in New York City as billions of dollars is being defrauded by organized Korean and Chinese mafias along with other foreigners operating and stealing taxpayer dollars. They are using the elderly and the needy to bill the United States government billions of dollars at your expense. In the state of New York, government-funded personal assistance has become the #1 fastest growing industry in the state, going from $2.5 billion in 2019 to now nearly $12 billion in 2020.
In fraud. Somebody says, pray for Nick. Yes. I don't know if you get a Pulitzer. I think he should get a damn Presidential Medal of Freedom. That's what I think. But Nick Shirley's got a new, I would call it a documentary. It's factual. But now we're starting to understand why, though. We're starting to understand why New York, why Dearborn, Michigan, why St. Louis, why San Francisco, why Los Angeles. We're starting to understand why. And the reason why, I'm going to show you, is right here. Top Mamdani official ordered to cancel meeting with Iran's UN representative. The UN headquarters is in New York. You have the mayor's office. You have this lady. Her name is Anna Maria Achila. Sounds like a Chia Pet. We'll call her Chia Pet here because I don't want to say her name. She tried to meet with an Iranian official. I looked it up last night. I showed it on my live stream. It is a violation of the Hatch Act. New York City official planned unauthorized meeting with Iran's UN ambassador. Why? Why would they be planning a meeting with a country that we're basically at war with? What is the need behind this? Mamdani's officials planned meeting, they say officials, so now it's multiple, planned meeting with Iran envoy shut down by the State Department. Any ideas here? Why they would want to meet with the Islamic Republic of Iran? Their Iranian guard? Why would they do that? Could it relate to anything around the president's security? Could it have anything to do with the upcoming World Cup final played in New York, the Meadowlands, wherever that stadium is? It's out in the swamps. Could it do anything with the 25th anniversary of 9/11? You know there's going to be a lot of people there for that ceremony, the wreath laying. Could it have anything to do with Mitch McConnell's wife visiting China, the #1 consumer of Iranian oil? Could it have something to do with that? Could it have something to do with maybe Mamdani seizing some buildings there and selling them to the Chinese. It's something suspicious. I don't know what. Let's see here. Sorry, thank you. I appreciate that. God bless you. The fox is in the henhouse. To quote Malcolm X, I believe he said that. And the problem with a fox instead of a wolf, you think the fox is smiling, but he's just showing you his teeth. That's a fact. It's all connected. No more BS. I hate to agree with you conspiratorially, but I think you're right. I think it is all connected. We got a lot of people watching on X, got a lot of people watching on Rumble. We got a lot of people on Kick, Twitch. We're now on MSN. We have infiltrated that. I love it. We got a lot of people watching over here on YouTube, so I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Join the channel as a member. It really helps the algorithm. It triggers the trolls like Nexus Moon and all these other window lickers. They hate that. They really hate it. It's so funny to make them laugh. And I'm going to turn on the troll filter here for a second. And then we'll, I want to take some phone calls from some people here. I'm going to turn on the troll filter to, let's go here. Troll filter engaged. And I'm going to slow down the chat so I can keep up. We'll make it 8 seconds, just like rodeos. So you got to, that way I can catch up with the chat because I have a hard time doing that. And I'm a poet and didn't know it. We keep on exposing all of this corruptness, fraud, so on and so forth. Nobody's going to jail for it. I think they're waiting to arrest you, Karma. I think they're waiting to arrest you. You are the number one target. Number one target. The problem with people complain, well, you can complain all you want. Complain all you want. The problem right now is not the police. It's not the Justice Department. The problem is the liberal judges that circumvent what you voted for. And I saw Karma saying, let me grab some of the comments from Karma. I love these kind of people. Whoever the powers that be decide to be the next president, it doesn't matter who we vote for. Karma, do you pay taxes? Why pay taxes? It doesn't matter, right? Voting doesn't matter. Your vote doesn't count. Thank you very much. When you tell someone not to vote, in my opinion, you're diminishing everything that any man or woman in uniform has ever fought for because they fought for your right to vote. But if you want to be retarded and not vote, that's fine. But then don't complain. If you don't vote, I don't want to hear your miserable complaints. The complaint department is closed for retards. That's what I think. That's my opinion. And sadly, I think I'm right. Dizzy Dean, Ben, I'm really worried about America. Are we going to make it? Or do the commies and jihadists win? Dizzy Dean, looks like you're in a kung fu outfit there. I am not worried about America. What I'm worried about is the ideology that is spreading. And the one chance that we have a president that is actually getting rid of this ideology, he gets pushback on every move. The guy can't even fire the plumber without people trying to get a liberal judge. Thomas Garrison, I fought for your right to vote. Karma, quit being a whiny loser and go vote. Quit being a whiny loser. God, there's so many whiners. Do something. Get engaged with your city council. Get engaged with your quorum court. Get engaged with the PTA. Do something. Quit complaining. You sound like a whiny, limp-wristed loser with a neck beard. That's what you sound like. Do something. Or just shut the F up, right? That's the way I look at it. Why do we give marginalized groups a month, but only give our veterans a day? It's called suicidal empathy. It's called suicidal empathy. Hey, my boy Neil Johnson just chimed in. Ben, I don't think they can accept the truth. The therapy won't do them any good. It's a sad day, but it appears to be true. Yeah, I agree. Y'all check out Neil Johnson, Lumberjack Logic, legend of a dude, and somebody I call a brother in arms. Karma, funny how you're not letting me put nothing back to you. Karma, how about this, Karma? How about I give you a prime opportunity that you probably won't take? How about I do that? Let's do that. Karma, I want to give you one of the greatest opportunities to shove it in my face and just show me how dumb I am. Right? Show me how dumb I am, Karma. I'd love to do that. I think that this is your opportunity to show us just what you're made of, brother. You are welcome to do top rope. Okay, let's do here. Karma, please call in 615-475-7864. Have mommy dial it for you if you need to. And I am happy to talk to anyone about any topics that you want. And that's where, like I said, this is not scripted. Let's go here. Lines are open. 615-475-7864. Karma, please call. I'd love to talk to you. I want to understand why you think voting is useless, or why you think, let me grab some of the other comments that, let's see here. Why won't you post what I'm trying to say? I did. You said that 3 times. Karma, call in. There you go. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. I didn't think you would. I knew you wouldn't. Hunter Biden awarded $1.7 million in a Trump-supporting defamation case. Oh, that's good. You know where that 1.7 is going to go. Right up his nose. Right up his nose. Let's take our first call of the day. Line 2. First call. Line 2, go right ahead.
Okay, am I on now? This is
You
Karma.
are. Yeah, let's hear it, Karma.
So what do you want to hear? And that I'm a troll because I disagree with things that you guys are saying? Actually, I voted for Trump twice.
Okay.
And I definitely am far from somebody that's a retard.
Okay.
Just because I disagree with some of the things that are going on.
Okay. I love your comments, though. It's just 100% negativity. Is that how your life is?
But it's not negativity. It's what's really going on and it's what's going on right now. It's not negative. Everything that's going on right now is what's negative. We have a president that we all voted for that has done everything that he ran against, and we're supposed to just accept it and be okay with it. There's a such thing as being okay with the president and what he may have, ran essentially on and supporting him, but it doesn't mean you have to support everything that he does if you disagree with it.
Slow down. What's your real name? I don't want to keep calling you Karma. What's your real name? Is it Karen?
See, and this is what I mean. You can't just have a conversation without putting people down. But
this is called sarcasm. I did 20 years in the Navy on a submarine. It's my show. It's my show.
Why can't you have a conversation?
I'm trying to, but guess what? It's my show, not yours.
No, but I understand it. But guess what? People
You don't.
support your show. So by the way,
What have you done?
To people who support your show, if you look, I've been supporting your show for a long time.
Okay, so let's start here. Let's start here. Give me your number one thing that you wanted Trump to do that he hasn't done. Number one. Let's talk about that one.
The number one thing that Trump ran on was no new wars.
I don't believe so.
Okay. All right. So when I literally watched everything that he has said, and he believed 100% when he said that if we voted for the idiots, that we would end up being in war immediately.
Are we in a war right now?
People say we're not in war, but yet we're bombing them.
Okay. And are you okay with Iran getting a nuclear weapon?
I'm not okay with Iran doing anything, but if we're going to go in, then get it done and over with already instead of doing what is going on with us, American people that are having to deal with the prices and everything else from this war. If you're going to go in, then just go in. Let's stop with the peace talks. Oh, and then we're going to put a ceasefire. And then, oh my God, let's just stop.
So you want boots on the ground?
Yes, boots on the ground now. Get it done. Get it over with, so we can all go on with our lives in America. So we could get back to where we need to be.
So let me ask you this. I'm going to ask you this. If we sent in boots on the, do you have any family that's in the military or have served?
I sure have. Yes, I have plenty of family in the military.
Do you have any children?
Unfortunately, they're all against us.
Hold on. You take part of my question and then you run with it. So just calm down.
Go ahead. I'm just trying to get my time in with you.
Just calm down. Okay, just calm down. All right? So, do you have any children that are military aged?
It depends. What's the military age?
Under
now?
35. Do you have any children under the age of 35? Okay. Any daughters?
No.
No daughters. So you don't have any daughters. You have some sons. Would you like to call them right now and say, hey, I need you to go down to the recruiter's office. I want you to go to Iran. You're cutting me off again.
Absolutely not.
You're cutting me off again. You're cutting me off again.
Sorry. Go ahead.
You're cutting me off again. All right.
I apologize.
We don't do that here. It's like I said, it's my show.
Listen, like I said,
I'm not going to play your game. I'm not going to play your game.
I'm not playing a game with you. Just have the conversation. I'm sorry.
I'm trying, but you cut me off. Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
So you want to send boots on the ground into Iran. I'm assuming you are okay with using nuclear weapons in Iran too, right?
Nope.
You're not. Okay. Let me ask you this. You're not okay with Iran getting nuclear weapons. You don't want them to have nuclear weapons. I believe, and I guarantee you most people that have ever served in the military understand that boots on the ground is a last resort. I don't know what's going on in the background, but you got to turn that down. Okay?
I have nothing.
You got to turn down whatever's going on in the background. Karma, I really appreciate you calling. I think you're really angry. I don't know why you're so angry, but it's good to hear from people that just exist.
Probably because I'm in the middle of putting stuff in your chat, and your people want to call you Karens. Or
let me ask you this though,
because I disagree with you.
Guess what? Guess what? You're allowed to disagree with me, but you don't want them to disagree with you. You're a hypocrite.
I could care less who disagrees with me, but I'm not calling nobody names or being disrespectful. There's the difference.
It sounds like you are upset by people disagreeing with you.
No, absolutely not. Not at all am I being rude or disrespectful.
Wait a second. Hold on. Let me grab some of your own comments. I got this great little tool that puts them all up.
Grab every one of my comments because I know my comments and I can tell you everything I said.
What part of the country do you live in?
That's not your business.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Karma. I really appreciate you calling in. It's really amazing, and I hope you receive the same amount of karma that it seems like you're trying to exhibit here. I think you're rude. I think you're angry.
You think I'm rude? Why am I rude?
The tone of your voice.
The tone of my voice. Do you know what you have been calling? You know how you've been talking to me? And it's me?
It is, Karma.
No, it's not. It's the fact that somebody's disagreeing, and all of a sudden, if somebody disagrees, they are a Karen, or, in the real scheme of things, we shouldn't even be at this war. This war is not even the American people's war, if you want my true opinion.
Whose is it?
Not ours. That's more for Israel to be dealing with, not us.
I knew that would come out. I knew that would come out.
Now you really don't like me, huh?
I don't really care. I don't have to like you. That's the beauty of it.
Exactly.
Okay, Karma, I really appreciate you calling. Thank you so much. I hope your cleaning service company is very successful. Thanks a lot.
Oh, it's beyond. It's beyond.
There you go. I think it's great. I love it. I don't know if you like it or not, but Man, somebody woke up on the wrong side of the cave. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. I think a little rude. I think angry. I think upset. I think, man, let's go here. Line 2. Hope you're not as rude as Karma is. What you got?
Ben, Karma apparently wants the United States to go over there and just kill everyone over there. What society can do that? I don't believe, and tell me if I'm wrong, I don't believe Trump's number one campaign promise was no new wars. I believe he said he didn't want to put boots on the ground anywhere. And I think... You can go back in the 80s and Trump was complaining about Iran.
I think the other thing for me is things change. I don't believe when Trump was running for office that Iran was launching missiles at container ships. I believe the evidence...
They didn't have uranium that was 60% ready to go.
I agree. And let me ask you this. And this question's not only for you, for the chat, for Karma. Would you trade Trump right now for Kamala Harris?
Oh Lord, no. Oh,
there's my answer.
Did we miss a bullet there?
Trump dodged the bullet, and so did America. Thank you for calling. Thank you being a truck driver down in Fort Smith. God bless you. Great call. Feel free. Let's see here. All right, man, I love it. I really like the different opinion. I'm not going to be yelled at. I'm not going to be just screaming on the phone, man. Oh, all right. There you go. Did Karma have any issues when Obama sent money? Yeah, there you go. Cool. Great. I don't care who you voted for. I think it's a binary choice right now. Let's, get the flamethrower. Flamethrower engage. What's up, Eunice?
Hey, Ben, how are you?
I am amazing. I'm living rent-free somewhere in somebody's head.
Well, I am actually just a tad ticked off this morning, just a bit.
Go for it. What you got?
So I'm going to go and undo my tirade.
Okay.
First of all, our little Karma there is the biggest hypocrite I have ever seen. And
Let's hear why. Let's hear why.
When she wants boots on the ground and everything taken care of, instant gratification, instant liberal. But when you brought up the fact of her children going down, oh my, no, I can't do that. What are you, crazy? It's not my war. Shut the fuck up in plain English. Excuse my language.
Go for it. You're a New Yorker. That's expected. You're dealing with Mom Donnie. I understand the frustration.
Oh, I can't. Well, let's not talk about him now. I'm trying to be nice. Then we have another one in the chat that J.D. Vance is a traitor. Then he wants to get it on with angels, and he thinks he's going to have this whole new world order. Stephen, come on, get on here. Tell us what you really mean. Stop hiding behind your keyboard.
Do you know what else is amazing? I'm going to pat myself on the back.
What is that, dear?
All of these other channels would never give someone as angry and as self-righteous as Karma the opportunity to talk to everyone else. They would never do it.
You can talk just like I talk. Yes, I'm very annoyed right now. Yes, I have an edge to my voice, but I'm giving you the opportunity to talk and get what you have to say out. But these people, they just want what they want when they want it. You got to excuse her. She's very menopausal, and she just doesn't know what to do with herself with her night sweats and everything else. You got to excuse her for that.
I am going to say, the phone is open to any and every opinion. Any and every opinion.
This is my opinion. I think that President Trump is doing a hell of a job. And I'd like to see any of our keyboard warriors, and they know who they are, think if they can do something better, well, then get out there and let's see your stuff. Stop wailing and complaining and show the world what you got.
Eunice, would you go back and vote for Kamala Harris?
I wouldn't piss on Kamala Harris.
There you go. That's my answer. Thank you for calling, Eunice. God bless you.
Take
Thank
care,
you for the
my
call.
dear. Bless you. Bye.
The phone lines are open. I don't care if you agree with me or what. I don't care. I don't care. It's interesting to hear different perspectives. I don't agree with them. Somebody's hangry. Yeah, go have a Snickers, I think is what it's called, right? Extras thank my doll. Whatever. If you want to go in the chat and say nasty stuff, and then when you call in, I criticize you, game on. Line 2, go right ahead.
Yeah, hi. Did I actually get through?
You are. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Mary, I'm in Philadelphia.
Mary in
honey,
Philly. What do you got?
I was going to say so much to you, but that lady confused the hell out of me and blew me out of the water. I don't even know what I want to say now. But I do want to tell you, thank you for the way you acted with that young boy that you flushed on. No, you didn't flush on him, but you hung up on him a few times the other day, the 15-year-old.
Oh, he couldn't turn the audio down. He couldn't turn the audio down. He finally figured it out.
But it was so sweet of you. I mean, I was in shock. And then this karma person, she's out in left field. Oh, God only knows. I mean, with her talking, I completely forgot what I wanted to ask you. I did.
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I don't care who calls in. I don't care.
Right.
As long as you're not calling me names and you're not yelling in some menopausal rage, I'm okay
Exactly.
with it.
Have a conversation. Explain what you want to ask, and then give you a chance to answer.
It's no matter what anyone says, when they call in, they're calling my show. I'm not calling theirs.
Exactly. You don't know how many times I've sat here clapping and just talking to you, to my phone, at you, and clapping, because I was so proud of how you responded to some of these nut jobs.
It's really easy to be part of the peanut gallery.
Right. The keyboard warrior people.
It's so easy. It's very easy. Hey, I really appreciate. What was your name again? Was it Mary?
It's Mary, Mari. So when you see me in the chat, they call me Marini because they can't pronounce the last name Nigre.
God bless you. I'm going to grab this other caller. God bless you. Call back anytime. Guitar player, what do you got, brother?
Hey, you know what? You know what pisses me off the most?
Let's hear it.
People that like that carburetor you just talked to.
Sure.
What they rather have a president like somebody
Kamala?
that don't want to, huh?
Like Kamala?
Yeah. And like, okay, be all happy, go free, and this and that, blah. You know, really, there's no guts. There's people out here just want people to give them things all the time. You know, that's the thing. We don't want to, you know, I mean, it's like complain about this, complain about that. Be a patriot. Let the man do his job. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It just cracks me the hell up the way people are. That they just live in a fantasy world where everything's going to be BWs and flowers on your dashboard.
Let me tell you this, and guitar player, you and I can both agree. When you become president, things change.
Yeah,
things change.
Absolutely.
And you change with it. God bless you, guitar player. Appreciate you calling, brother. Let's go line 3. What do you got?
Hi. This is my first time calling.
Where are you calling from? What's your name?
Crystal.
Crystal? Where are you calling from?
Wisconsin.
Crystal and I love me some cheese, squeaky cheese. I love some squeaky cheese. What would you like to say, Crystal, in Wisconsin?
That I love Trump. I voted for him.
Sure.
But he already claimed Antifa as a terrorist group. And you know Tommy Boy, right?
I do know Tommy. I know him personally.
All the stuff that has happened to him, something should be done.
What do you think should be done?
Well, I do know he's saying that the FBI, I guess, is going in on it, but it's like, I feel so bad for them.
Okay.
The 2 cars messed up.
Mm-hmm.
His wife sprayed while they were sleeping in their new house. They already know where he lives.
But you know that comes down to local police.
Yeah, I know. Portland's not that good of a place.
But let me ask you, let me say this. So he was living in Portland, then he moved to Seattle.
Yeah.
Would you move to Seattle?
I don't know, but I know he moved and
No. I'm asking. Wait. What is the worst city in Wisconsin?
I would say Milwaukee.
Would you move to Milwaukee?
No.
So would you agree with me that decisions have consequences on where you live?
Yes.
Okay then. Thank you for calling. God bless you. Let's see here. Guitar player. You always cut me off. Guitar player, get to the point. You build up with some stories at the beginning. Just get to the point. Hit your bullet point. I got calls lining up. I love you to death. Just get to the point. You're welcome to call in anytime. Lines are open, 615-475. Let's go. Carrie in Ohio. What do you got, Carrie?
Morning, Ben. How you doing, buddy?
I love it. I am loving life. My goal whenever I fire up the camera, I want to make you laugh. I want to make you angry. I want to make you upset, or I want to inspire you to be a better American. And I think I try to do that. What would you like to say, Carrie? God bless you.
You do a hell of a good job. I just want to speak for a minute. The lady that was just on there was crying about Trump and us going to war.
Oh, yeah.
Well, first thing that come out of her mouth is she was the prices were too high, and then the last thing come out of her mouth is her business was doing her well. Well, you know what? I'm on a fixed income, and I go without steak. I go without a lot of things. Gas price here in Ohio went up 80 cents the other day. But you know what? I don't go without? I don't go without gas, and I don't go without the things I need. But I'll tell you what, it's worth the price that I pay for Iran not to have a nuclear weapon.
Okay. Yeah. It is very, very easy to complain. Very easy. It's very easy to complain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't do any good, though.
And it's very easy to just, what I would say, be part of the peanut gallery. Carrie, I appreciate you calling, brother. God bless you.
Yep.
Take care. That's Carrie. I believe Carrie is in Cleveland, Ohio. I can't remember. I know he's in Ohio. I want to try this. Let's go. Lines are open. 2024 Trump campaign agenda. Let's see what we can pull up here. Let's go right here. Line 2. Go right ahead. Line 2.
Hi.
Turn down the audio in the background. Whatever you're listening on, turn that down.
It's all the way down.
What do you got to say? Let's hear it.
Well, I just wanted to say, in regard to your treatment of the Karma lady, it reminded me of Rush Limbaugh one time. He was talking to some woman who was making a fool of herself, and he let her keep on going, and he made the point later that when someone's making a fool of himself, just let them do so.
When your enemy is messing up, let them mess up.
Right.
Yeah.
And make a public display of it. So I thought that was well handled.
Well, I've pulled up something here off of PolitiFact, and this is Trump's agenda from 2024. So number one thing on his agenda was immigration. Cut out largest domestic deportation. Carry out the largest domestic deportation. We're getting rid of them. Build a border wall. They're building it. They're completing it. End birthright citizenship. He's trying, and the Supreme Court didn't go along. Restore, expand travel ban. He's trying. Federal courts. Shift parts of federal law enforcement to assist with immigration. That's happening. Suspend refugee resettlement. That's happening. Terminate Customs and Border Protection CBP One app. That's gone. I'm looking for the part where it says, I won't stop Iran from getting a nuclear war. I'm trying to find that one on here. Thank you for calling, brother. I appreciate you. God bless you.
Thank you.
I'm looking for the part where it says we will allow Iran to get a nuclear war in taxation on Social Security. Let's go, Joe in the communist state of Washington. What do you got, Joe?
Yeah, Ben. Joe from Chehalis, soon to be Joe from Boise, Idaho, planning my escape from Washington State.
My daughter is out in Washington right now on a little trip, but go right ahead. What do you got, Joe?
I just want to say I don't see this so-called war as something Trump started. This is something we didn't. None of the presidents finished when we were attacked at our embassy a long time ago. And
wait a second, Joe. Hold on. So you're telling me Trump didn't go to Iran and attack those container ships himself? Iran did that? So Trump didn't give Iran pallets of cash to build nuclear weapons? You're telling me Trump didn't do that?
I'm telling you, Trump is finishing something that nobody else would finish. That was when we were attacked 47 years ago or so.
Let me ask you this, Joe. Question for you. When Trump lost the election to Biden, whether funny business or not, how much did America miss Trump? And now that they got him back, all they want to do is shit on him, right?
Oh, I don't get it at all. But
weird.
I think it was good. I think it was good. He had the 4 years off to plan for everything he's doing.
He didn't know what he was up against the first term. Thank you, Joe. God bless you. Let's grab here. Line 3. What do you got?
Hello.
Line 3. Go right ahead.
Hey, Ben, could you hear me?
I can. Go right ahead. Earth, Mort Calling Orson.
This is Dwayne from Goodlettsville, Tennessee.
Mort Calling Orson. Go right ahead.
So, I don't agree with the boots on the ground for
I don't either.
regular troops.
I don't either.
I'm 65 years old.
Okay.
I think they should let us older patriots. I mean, all I need is transportation over there. I got my own weapons, my own ammo, and I'm willing to be boots on the ground because I've lived my life.
So let me ask you this. You know why that would never work, because the Democrat Party would call you a vigilante and a white nationalist.
But I'm not.
I know. But the same people complaining would never offer to do what you just said.
Well, that would be one solution, and I would be first in line.
I agree. Thank you for calling, brother. God bless you. Appreciate the call.
Thank you. You had the greatest show. This is the first time I've ever called anybody.
You sound like a real damn patriot.
Love your show, buddy.
Take care. God bless you. Great call. Great call. We got yin and yang going on here. Let's go here. 540. Where's that? Where are you calling from? 540 area code.
This is Dave in Virginia.
Dave's not here. Hold on. Let me see if I still got that. Hold up. Let me see. No, I don't. I thought I had it on here. Hold up. Let me see. I thought I had Dave's not here. I missed this one for karma. Hold on.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb.
There we go. Sorry. Go ahead, Dave. What do you got?
The only ones that don't agree with Trump are the ones that were lining their pockets with all the taxpayer money. Everyone that's honest in this country want Trump to be in there and love the job that he's doing.
Why do you think so many people are so they wanted Trump back so badly? Now that he's back, they're like, we got to get rid of him. What do you think about that?
It's like I just said. It's because he's cutting off the taxpayer money that's been going into all these programs and lining their pockets.
It seems like a binary choice. You've got the Mamdani machine, or you've got patriotism. It's really weird. Some people will never be happy. You know that, Dave.
Of course, and you know, Mamdani, he hates American people. I mean, you know, we know why.
I agree.
Yep.
I can't disagree with you. At all. Thank you for calling, Dave. God bless you. Dave's not here anymore. Dave is not here anymore. Thank you for that, Dave. I would rather deal with higher prices than nuclear warfare. Oh, that's a good comment. I'm not going to say who that came from, but thank you very much. Lines are open, 615-475. If you want to support the channel, you can become a member up here with the little white barcode or scan the other one to make a donation. Line 2, go right ahead. Line 2, go.
Hi. Is somebody there?
It is. You're talking to him. Go right ahead.
Oh, okay. I did the mute thing. Sorry. All I want to say is these people that are having a problem with Trump, there is they shouldn't be talking if they don't have a brain in their head. Trump is the best president, and his team, the best that this country has ever had for hundreds of years, or the last few decades. People need to quit talking and start thinking about this country. And if, oh God, there's so much I just wanted to put out there. I apologize.
It's
Trump's,
okay.
The Make It move is absolutely the best thing that is going to put this country back together and hold it together, not unless they want to look like Europe. And they really need to get their head, and I apologize for cussing, they need to get their heads out of their asses and shut the blank up.
Here's my thing. I see a lot of people. I'm going to hang up, but I really appreciate you calling. I didn't catch your name. What was your name?
Julie.
Julie, thank you for calling. God bless you. Call back anytime. Sounds like Julie's got some common sense. I want to address this super chat by Gooch, but first I see a lot of people saying Trump promised no new wars, right? How many of you ever bought a brand new set of tires and a week later you got a flat, right? It happens. Trump gets the keys to America and things change. So, did he say no new wars? Maybe that's what he wanted. But did he have the IRGC? Can you trust the IRGC? And that leads me right into the comment by Gooch. If you didn't serve, then STFU about boots on the ground. You will never understand unless you've been there, both good and bad sides of that. Gooch, maybe with comment of the day. Thank you, Gooch. The people that want boots on the ground that haven't served don't know what that means. The people that don't want boots on the ground that have served understand what that means. I think boots on the ground should be a last resort. But I'll tell you this, I bought a brand new car one time. I'll never buy a new car again. I bought a brand new car. I drove off the lot. I wasn't probably 10 miles down the road. I had a flat tire. Can I blame the dealership? No, I can't. I can blame probably the Mexican roofers that dumped some roofing tax on the interstate. That's who I can blame. Lines are open. Feel free. So I think it's amazing that people blame everything. Something happens to Tommy, it's Trump's fault. Something happens to somebody in your neighborhood, Trump's fault. Right? That's where it is. No matter what, blame Trump. Let's go here. Line 3. What do you got?
Hey, Ben. I just want to, by the way, my name is Terry. I'm in Eastern North Carolina.
Okay. Terry in Eastern North Carolina. What do you got, Terry, in Eastern North Carolina?
I appreciate you keeping us in the fight, Ben. These people with their lame stop voting and their black pills, they just want us to give up. And, why don't you just shut your channel down, tell everybody not to vote, and give it up, Ben. They want you to just give it up.
Would you ever tell anyone not to vote?
Hell no, I wouldn't tell anyone not to vote.
Even if I don't agree with them, all you got to do is go look at a national cemetery, and all of those white headstones are reasons for you to go vote. You know what I do on election day? I take the day off on election day. Last year, I went and rented a van from Enterprise, and I went and picked up disabled veterans that can't drive and drove them to vote. And you know what we didn't talk about in the car or in the van? who they were going to vote for because I didn't care. I don't care who they vote for.
It's not up to you to tell people who to vote for, but it's not up to you to tell people not to vote either, man. That is disgusting behavior, and it's un-American. I don't care how bad it gets. You got to do something, get a YouTube channel. If you don't like Ben,
do your own thing.
His YouTube channel, get one. I got one.
Here's my other thing. Here's my other thing. If you don't vote, don't complain.
Absolutely. Don't complain about the price of gas. Don't complain about all the millions of illegals storming our borders. Don't complain about, we dodged the Hillary bullet and we dodged the Kamala bullet. And these people are still out there just blackpilling and telling us to give up.
They don't want you to go vote.
Lost, man.
Yeah, they don't. If you don't vote, they win.
If you don't vote, you have given up. I mean, period. And if you're not out here doing what you're doing, supporting the veterans and supporting other YouTube channels that have the good message, support Ben. Support Ben. He's keeping us in the fight. He's got a large voice, and he's doing the right thing. So please, everybody out there, support Ben. Support your local veterans. Support patriots. Don't tell people to not vote because that's just disgusting, anti-American, communist behavior, and I'm sick of it.
I'll tell you this. It would be much easier for me to go and mow my yard when it's cool. I choose to do this. I choose to use a lot of the money from my channel to send people that need to find the Lord some of these military Bibles. I choose to help veterans with service dogs because they can't afford to feed them, or they can't afford Brevecto, or they can't afford Frontline. I choose to do that. Nobody forces me to do it. And I choose to go vote, and I choose to help people that maybe they just don't have a ride to go vote. Thank you for calling. What was your first name again? What was your first name?
Terry with a T. Terry, Terry.
Terry, what's your YouTube channel, Terry?
I'd rather not say at this point, Ben, but I appreciate you, man.
Shoot me a message. Shoot me a text message to the same number. I won't share it publicly, but I'd like to check it out, and if I can, offer any good advice to help you, okay?
I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Terry, God bless you.
For your service.
Terry, you sound like a decent American. God bless you. Sounds like a damn patriot. Appreciate that. Terry's a damn patriot. Terry is a patriot. Somebody's still triggered. Man, somebody is still triggered. Lines are open. Lines are open. Speaking of triggered, I bought me a new air gun to shoot some rats in the barn. I bought me a new air gun. Let's go right here. Line one. Line number one. Bring it.
Hi, this is Julie again.
Julie, I typically only allow people to call one time, but you sound like a sweetheart. Let me know what you want to say. Make it quick. I typically only do one per caller.
Really quick, I just wanted to say that what Trump is fighting right now is pure satanic evil, and it's evil for the whole world, and it is not just the U.S. he is helping, he's helping the whole world.
Thank you for calling, Julie.
Need to understand that.
God bless you, Julie. Great call. Line 2, 713 area code. Where's that at? I haven't seen that one before.
Oh, that's Houston.
Houston, Texas. What do you got?
I'm just pissed as hell.
What are you pissed about? Bring it at me. Bring it at me.
God, what is going? I don't know why my blood pressure is just up watching your show. I mean, Ben,
what?
Don't get me wrong.
Wait a second. Wait. Why would you ever be mad watching my show?
I'm not mad at you. I'm just like, damn it. I keep thinking vigilantism, locked and loaded, and what else? Oh God, there was something else. I don't know. This is just everything's just a mess. You know, I mean, I'm a Trump supporter, obviously.
I don't agree with everything that he's done. I don't disagree with everything. But I'll say this. It's just like in the Middle East, it's a binary choice. Just like here in the last election, it was a binary choice. And binary means you're only two. Right now, it's a binary choice in women's sports. You either allow dudes dunking on teenage girls or you don't, right? It's a binary choice. What say you?
Absolutely. Come on. Look, I'm a sane American individual.
Okay.
If you're a dude and you've got a thing hanging, you're a dude. If you've got a vagina, can I say that?
You sure can.
You are a woman, period. Shut up. I don't even want to, I can't even believe, you know what? Okay, I'm just going to unload on your show because I can't do this in public or I'll go to jail. You know, and I'm going to say one more thing. You people out there better leave Israel alone, because let me tell you something. God's going to get you, and you just better. I could sit back. I'm grabbing my popcorn because I cannot wait to watch it. Leave Israel alone, you morons.
Do you know what, though? Here's the funny part. The funny part is that this anti-Israel sentiment has been used as nothing more as a way to divide Christians, because only Christians read from the book that says help Israel. If you're reading the Quran, we've already got you on the anti-Israel team. We already got you on that team. The group that wants to divide us has already divided us in schools. They divided us in our communities. Hell, some of the churches have been divided. Is it the Methodist or the Lutheran church? They're already divided. The last little lineage that they need to divide is Christian conservatives. Thank you for calling.
You're welcome. Thank you.
God bless her. Hey, for all of you that don't think it's a binary choice, try putting diesel in your gasoline. Try putting diesel in your Harley. See how well your Harley works. Somebody said I brought a brand new set of snow tires, hit a deer on the butt end of the driver's side of the front end of the truck. Interstate. Oh, wow. You had a bad night. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Feel free. I'd love to hear from you. Man, it's so good. I love this. Let's go right here. Line 1. Back to line 1. What you got?
Hey, Ben, this is Dog Treats from Atlanta, Texas.
Texas, what you got, brother? Morning? I'm living the dream.
I hear you. Hey, you know, I'm 74 years old. I'm not in my 40s.
Okay, I was joking.
I know. Hey, it made me feel good. Thank
Good.
you anyway. Hey, you know, I've been studying the scriptures for over 27 years now. And I told you in Isaiah 24, 1 through 6, that the curse that devours the earth, well, that word curse in Hebrew is Allah. Okay?
Uh-huh.
And in the book of Daniel, the third kingdom of brass is Nakash. And that kingdom is to have world ruling power. You can go read it yourself.
Okay.
And that comes from the Greek, from Alexander the Great. And it comes from Greek. Well, democracy comes from Greek, and republic comes from Rome. So that world ruling power is none other than democracy. Go anywhere in the world and find where they take over or new regime, and the first thing they do is say, oh, we're establishing a democracy. Well, democracy really don't mean rule of the people. It means to rule over the people.
Gotcha.
So get ready. It's still going to be hell and high water, because Mr. Trump, as much as I like the man and his regime going in there, it's going to end pretty soon. And the Democrats, or I call them demon rats, are going to get back in, and all shit is going to hit the fan.
You're right, wrong.
That's the great tribulation that is going to come upon us. So anyway,
well, thank you for calling.
You have a good day, Ben. We'll talk to you later.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. Wise words. Wise words have just been spoken. Lines are open. 615-475-7864. I don't care if you agree with me. I don't care if you hate me. I don't care if you rage watch. The hypocrites have no problem sending other families' boys into war while their boys sit on the outside and look in totally foobarred mindset. That song, Fortunate Son by Creedence Clearwater Revival, is exactly about that. Airborne. Fortunate sons are the rich kids. That's who that is. Let's go line 3. What do you got, line 3?
Hi, Ben. This is Elaine from California.
Elaine in the communist state of California. What do you got?
Well, I'm not sure what the definition of treason is.
You want me to? Let's pull it up.
Well, yeah. I mean, it would seem to me that what Bandani did is treason.
I believe it violates the Hatch Act, is what I believe. But I'm going to pull it up here and we'll look over this ourselves. And this is from the Webster's Dictionary. The offense of attempting by overt acts to overthrow the government of the state to which the offender owes allegiance, or to kill or personally injure the sovereign or the sovereign's family. Number 2, the betrayal of trust is treachery. Now, if they could somehow link this guy's staff to meeting with the IRGC with some kind of ideas around trying to overthrow the United States, treason. And I guarantee you that some of these communications were made on cell phones and computers, so who knows what they have? You know what I mean? You finish your thought. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's okay. So in short, I see treason as anything that jeopardizes the welfare of our country.
You summed it up. You should be a damn school teacher.
Well, actually, I was a nurse, but the whole thing is that I see a lot of people commit doing that. A lot of people in our country are jeopardizing the welfare of our country, and they're getting away with it.
My daughter's a nurse, wife's a nurse practitioner. It seems like political malpractice, to use a medical term. That's what it seems like to me.
Right.
And here's Article 3 of the Constitution. Article 3 of the Constitution defines treason as levying war against the United States or adhering and providing aid or comfort to its enemies. That would be Iran. Although there have been relatively few treason cases in American history, Supreme Court clarified what it means to levy war and provide aid and or comfort. I believe also in the Constitution, so it talks about give no quarter, which would be allow the enemy to stay in your residence. Thank you for calling from California. God bless you.
Yeah. Same to you. Bye-bye.
All righty. I hope California gets a new governor down there. I don't know if it'll happen, but I hope it does. Man, we got some fiery calls this morning. Line 3, where you calling from?
Hey, Ben, this is Gene from Maine. How you doing today?
You dirty old rat bastard, Gene. Talk to me. What you got? Call, line's yours.
You got him, you salty old dog.
Lines are open.
I want to tell you, old El Rushbo would say it this way. I'm calling you with half my brain tied behind my back just to make it fair.
You know, Gene, it's really funny. Did you have a chance? Did you get a chance to listen to Karma call in?
I did. Boy, what a name. Karma? I don't know. She more like a Karen, I think.
Gene, what do you think about what are your thoughts about the people that are not happy with what is happening with President Trump? What are your thoughts?
I honestly, I think they really, really need to re-examine the way they're thinking and how they're approaching it, and take a real careful look at what the man has done. He's not perfect. Nobody is. But I think he's doing an amazing job of transforming our world into what it really should be. And, you know, Mr. Trump, I mean, people can say what they want about him, whatever, but quite frankly, he is the best president that I have ever seen in my short history of on this earth. I'm 72 years old, just turned that last couple of weeks ago. So,
well, happy birthday, Gene. I really appreciate you. Let me ask you this, Gene.
Sure.
if Trump wasn't in, who would do a better job than him?
Oof. Yeah, I can't. Quite frankly, I honestly cannot think of another soul on Earth right now that would or could. He's the kind of person that can compartmentalize a whole mess of different things and keep them in balance. Not everything's going to stay in balance, but it's pretty damn close as anybody could ever get. He's the dude, you know?
I love that some people use the excuse. They say this, I voted for Trump 3 times, but they always throw the but. I voted for Trump 3 times, so that gives me the excuse to just shit all over what the guy's doing.
Yeah,
it's really interesting. You know,
it's stunning the thoughtlessness that really enters into that. They don't realize what's coming out of their mouth because their brain's not processing it in a way that is common sense. Try to find some of that in the world. It's pretty hard to do.
The people that are complaining about Trump, forget Biden. They forget Obama. They forget Bush. They forget Clinton.
Oh, my God, yeah. I love what you did the other day on that, pointing out all these different presidents and the very few that were in there. You got to say it. Trump is absolutely on the top of getting shit done. No doubt.
Somebody brought up that Tommy out in Seattle, he got attacked. I am sorry for Tommy. He chose to live in Seattle. He chose to live in Portland. He chose that.
Yeah.
If I go to Harlem, I made that choice, right? If I go to East St. Louis at 2:00 in the morning wearing a Rolex, that was my choice.
That's right. You choose to put yourself in harm's way, then deal with it.
You're right. Gene, you're the best. I don't care what anybody says about you, Gene. I don't care what anybody says about you.
Oh, man. Those are the people that probably know me best anyway.
Gene,
they can say whatever they want. I don't give a shit. Say where you don't.
Some people can never be happy. They don't know how to be happy. And if they were happy, they wouldn't even realize it because they're too miserable being miserable. Thank you for calling, Gene. God bless you.
All right, man. Thank you very much.
You inspired me to play this clip. God bless you, Gene. Cool. I'm hanging up.
Yeah, love you, bro.
There we go. Gene. Let's go right here. I'm refilling some coffee.
People call here and now that, Rush, you always told us. You told us when it's going to be time to panic. Well, is it time to panic? Well, let me just tell you, folks, it's never going to be time to panic because we're never going to give up. We're not going to give up on America. I'm not. I don't think most of you are either. And while we have that attitude of not giving up, we are constantly going to be searching, strategizing, coming up with ways to prevail. We've got the basics. We have millions and millions of Americans that are fed up, can't wait to do something about it. There will be a series of ideas that people come up with based on dealing with the fraud that we know we have to deal with. But America's worth it. America is worth fighting for. America's worth not giving up. And that's why I think whatever form it takes, we will continue to fight for and to defend and to triumph. I know the odds are, they're stiff, then they're steep. The American left is made up of a lot of people that hate this country. Hate is a very, very destructive frame of mind. It's a very, very destructive characteristic. And eventually it results in implosion. You cannot survive on hatred. You cannot sustain a movement based on it. We just need to be patient while being vigilant and continuing to fight for what we believe in, knowing full well that we can prevail. And while we may not have the golden goose idea right now for how to do it, there are countless people thinking about it, strategizing. We're not alone. You're not alone. You're not a singular individual all by yourself out there trying to fight these people by yourself. There are 74 million plus and growing.
You know what? In perfect timing with Rush talking about the hatred and the hatred that maybe is overcoming America or it's taking over America. Perfect timing. Karma says, if the people in the chat here are really the face of the Republican Party, I'm pretty disappointed. And perfect timing for the comment. Thank you, Karma. Thank you. You inspire me. You inspire me with your stupidity. I love it. Gosh, I love it. Lines are open. I am so inspired. I'm breaking out a celebration cigar when I go mow the yard. I got a little Davidoff, Nicaragua. That's what I'm having. I'm celebrating today, baby. Line 2, go right ahead.
Hello, Ben?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, this is Debbie on Long Island.
Debbie, I love your accent. Say Long Island one more
thank
time.
you. Well, you know, I'm on the same page as Eunice here, so we're going to just straighten Karma out. You know, I can't believe people like her actually breed children, and that's what's making us get in more trouble that we are, okay? That's number one. Number two, she said she's happily married for over 30 years, but we haven't heard what her husband has to say.
You cracked me up. You cracked me up. Let me ask you this. Rush said some people run on hatred. The Democrat Party is built on hatred.
Right.
He's 1,000% right. And there's some people who just can't be happy. They can't see the forest for the trees.
No,
you know?
they can't handle it. They can't handle it, you know, but she's got a lot of issues, and TDS and menopause, there's no medication. I'm sorry.
You know what I'm going to do? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be the bigger man in this.
Okay.
Karma, you can feel free to email me or text the show with your address. I'm going to send you a Bible. I'm offering to send you a Bible, and I might even throw a cigar in there for you to enjoy. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
God bless you.
I'm going to end. Remember, karma is a bitch.
It can be, isn't it? You know what, though? Sometimes karma needs a gentle nudge. A gentle nudge. Thank you for calling.
Baby oil.
Oh, yeah. God bless you. Debbie, and I can't even say the Long Island accent. I love it. Let's see here. Lines are open. The boss just. I think I just got the permission slip. Go ride your Harley without me. I got the permission slip. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Love to talk to you. You're more than welcome. Karma, email the show. I'm going to send you a Bible. I really appreciate your inspiration. Absolute inspiration calling in this morning. It really inspired me to do more. Let's go. Here we go. Bobby, Tennessee. What do you got, Bobby? Make it smoke.
I got a message for Karen Karma over there. I know she's still in the chat.
I love it.
Everything that she said, and I'm going to speak to her, everything you said makes you sound so damn selfish. You're willing to send our young people out to die so you can have cheap gas, have cheap groceries and all that. We didn't start this war. Iran started this war 47 years ago, almost 48 years ago, and we are finally reciprocating.
All right, Fred.
We are finally doing something.
In St. Louis, you're
instead
next.
of listening to them chant death to America. You know what? We'll send a pallet of cash in about 2 years. While you're walking down the street looking at your cell phone, you can look up in the sky and wait for that damn bomb to drop on top of your damn head. She's selfish.
I didn't look at it that way, but I don't think you're wrong, Bobby. I don't think I can argue with you.
That's going to be my children, my grandkids that have to live with because she wants to sit on her couch and watch. Well, they don't have soap operas anymore. Who knows what she watches?
It's
but
the
Karma,
song, Fortunate
you
Son.
need to send her the Bible. You need to pray, and we'll all pray for you.
I'm telling you.
To get rid of that stain in your heart that I don't know what caused it. I don't know what happened to you in your life, but open your eyes, please, Karma. I'm trying to be nice about this, but you come across as very, very extremely selfish.
I would never, after serving in the military, I would never want to send anyone's kid to go do things like that. I agree.
Nope.
Bobby's right, 100%. Thank you for calling, Bobby. God bless you. You're the best. I don't care what anybody says about you. The song Fortunate Son, details exactly that perspective. God bless you.
God bless.
Bobby in Tennessee. Here, you want to go back? Let's take a little trip down memory lane here. Little trip down memory lane right here.
All right, Fred in St. Louis, you're next. It's great to have you on the program, Fred. How you doing?
I'm fine. Rush, let's just take a look at the 2% of the time where you're completely and utterly wrong. Your hypocrisy is kind of amazing. You're so upset, and I sense even scared that this investigation is taking place. You're kind of scared as to what they might find, and it's just starting. It may be going on for a couple of months, but the investigation is just starting. You weren't upset when Clinton was being investigated for the Benghazi incident. You wanted a full investigation for that, didn't you?
Yeah, there's all kinds of evidence there that she had been derelict in her duty. Four people died in Benghazi because is this the best you've got to sit here and claim that I was interested in getting to the truth about Benghazi, where 4 Americans died because of the incompetence and laziness of Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama, who was off the grid during the whole time. We couldn't even find him. And you think because I wanted to get to the bottom of that, I don't want to get to the reason there's no bottom here. Fred, the problem with this is there is no bottom. You just said the investigation just began, and you don't know that. If we've been reading the media, this investigation has been going on since even before Trump was nominated. Comey said today this investigation has been going on since last July. Fred, old buddy, old pal, this is a hell of a long time to have no evidence whatsoever. There's no bottom to get to here. And I'm not scared, Fred. I don't do scared. I am pissed.
I think that's where I'm at right now. I'm a little pissed. There's so many people that just aren't happy. It's sad. I want to say thank you for tuning in today. If you want to support the channel, join the channel as a member. Old buddy, old pal. I love that phrase. Old buddy, old pal. If you want to support the channel, join the channel as a member. If you want to make a donation, feel free. If you don't want to, that's fine. If you just want to hate watch, I'm okay with that too. I'm okay with you hate watching.
Keep the watch on the 1MC. Pass the word. Dive, dive. Sound 2 blasts of dive alarm. Pass the word. Dive, dive. Dive, dive. Dive, dive.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Same old song again. Same old song again. Marching down the avenue. Marching down the avenue. We don't know where we'll be through. We don't know where we'll be through. They cry, a long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. U.S. Navy submarine. Recruiter just inside here. Recruiter just inside here. Turns out I gave them 5 years. Turns out I gave them 5 years. Had to get out of boot camp. Had to get out of boot camp. deep, sir. Rolling in the deep, sir. Top secret mission, hush, hush. Secret mission, hush, hush. No one's gonna find us. No one's gonna find us. 6 months below the ocean. 6 months below the ocean. Can't remember the sun. Can't remember the sun. Can't write my wife no letters. Can't write my wife no letters. And Tony's gonna get her. Tony's gonna get her. But I won't trade this life away. I won't trade this life away. Makes it worth the Navy pay. Makes it worth the Navy pay. If I can't be a bobblehead. I can't be a bobblehead. Might as well just be dead. Might as well just be dead. A long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. U.S. Navy submarine. Left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Coral Sea. I've been to Coral Sea. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Korea. I've been to Korea. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Vietnam. I've been to Vietnam. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Desert Storm. I've been to Desert Storm. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Afghanistan. I've been to Afghanistan. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Iraq and back. I've been to Iraq and back. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where will you be? Where will you be? I'll be where I have to be. I'll be where I have to be. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
Okay, guys, gals, girls, this is Ben Dykes Show. Smash a like and subscribe on your way out the door. See you in the next one. Ben Dykes Show is out.
We could do boom shakalaka. We love the boom shakalaka. You know, nobody boom.
I got to share something real quick here before we get out of here. I looked up the definition of karma. The force generated by a person's actions, held in whatever religion. Another one, such a force considered as affecting the events of one's life. A characteristic, emanation, aura, or spirit that infuses or vitalizes someone or something. You reap what you sow. I call this idea karma. I'll be damned. I think what we need is a little bit of the flush. That's what we need. That's what we need. Guys, you guys are the best. I'll see you on the road. Literally, if you're headed out towards the pig trail, look for this guy on his Harley Davidson. Take care. God bless you. And salute. Send me your address, Carmen. I'll send you a Bible.